Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. As today's practical is about the determination of ESR, determination of erythrocyte sedimentation rate. So ESR is basically the measure of settling down of RBCs in an anticoagulant specimen of whole blood during specified period of time. So for this we use two type of tubes, Westergen tube and Winthrop tubes, and along with the anticoagulant. So first we will see about the Westergen tube. It's a thick walled glass tube of length 30 centimeter, open at both ends with internal bore of 2.5 mm, and the tube is graduated along the lower 2/3 portion from 0 to 200 mm from up to down. So now I'll show you about the Westergen tube. You can see this tube. It's a long 30 centimeter long tube, and it has a marking from 0 to 200 mm from up to down, and its internal bore is about 2.5 mm, and it's open from both hands. Okay, and the Westergen stand, this is a Westergen stand. I can show you, this is a Westergen stand. It's a tall stand for holding the Westergen tube vertically with a rubber pad at the bottom. This is the rubber pad, and the screw at the upper end. This is a screw at the upper end. This is a screw for adjusting the tube at the upper end. So, and Winthrop's tube, it's a thick walled glass tube of length 11 centimeter, closed at one end with an internal bore of 2.5, and lower 10 centimeter tubes graduated from 0 to 100 mm from top to bottom. So this is a Winthrop's tube. It's closed from one end. It's closed from this end, and it has marking from 1 to 10 centimeter. You can see. So these are two methods, two tubes by which we can measure or determine the ESR. So, but here in our practical lab, we will determine the erythrocyte sedimentation rate by using Westergen tube with a stand. Okay, so the process basically starts. It's then, and the ESR basically defines as it's a measure of settling down of the RBCs in an anticoagulant whole blood sample, which is allowed to stand in a narrow vertical tube during a specified period of time. So now we will start with a procedure. Okay, we will start with the procedure. We will take 0.5 ml of 3.8% sodium citrate solution, that is an anticoagulant, in a clean and dry glass vial. So here this is a 3.8 sodium citrate solution. Now withdraw 2 ml of blood from antecubital vein in all aseptic condition. We are using the aseptic condition through a swab and using this syringe for taking out the blood in under the aseptic conditions. Now we will remove this needle and transfer the blood into this vial of anticoagulant containing the sodium citrate, and now we will mix this content. Then we will suck the citrated blood in the Westergen tube. We will suck the solution which we have mixed in this vial from this tube up to the mark 0, and immediately close its upper opening with the help of index finger or thumb. Now press the tube after placing its lower end on the rubber pad in the stand, and fix the tube vertically in the stand with the help of screw. Here we have placed this tube in the stand by placing the index finger from upside and adjusting the screws from upside and placing it on the rubber pad. You can see this figure. We have placed the blood in this tube and filled this tube up to the mark 0. We have filled this tube up to the mark 0. This is the citrated blood in this Westergen tube. Now we will note the time and take the reading for ESR at the end of 1 hour of clean plasma column. So the test is performed at the temperature of normal 22 to 27 Fahrenheit. Okay, after 1 hour, the distance from the bottom of plasma meniscus at zero marking, uh, from zero mark to the top of RBC column is measured, and the Buffy code is not included in that reading. Buffy code is basically used to prepare a blood film for the WBCs and platelet that remains on the lower side, but that is not measured in this. We will see the only the top of the RBC column that is being measured from the zero column. So normal value of the ESR in less than 50 year in males is 0 to 15 at the end of 1 hour, and in women's it is 0 to 20 at the end of first hour. And above 50 in males it is 10 to 20 at the end of first hour, and in women's above 50 it's 10 to 20 at the end of first hour, and in children it is about 0 to 10 at the end of first hour. During this practical, and we could see some precautionary measures that should be taken. ESR tube should be clean and dry. Blood sample must be collected in fasting state. There should be no air bubble in the ESR tube. You can see that in this ESR